What is your name?
Ron Cummings.
So you're a beekeeper here, and where do you live?
I live on Center Hill Road.
Okay, not far
just
from
up here.
Okay.
Yeah, about 8 miles from here.
Okay,
Yep.
and how long have you been a beekeeper?
I've been a beekeeper since 2008.
2008.
Yep.
Now, have you been affected by that disease or something?
Yes, the varroa mites have affected most people around here. And we do treatments for them. Now you have to keep changing up your treatments in order to be effective, because the varroa mites get accustomed to it, so immune to it. So you have to keep changing your treatment.
And have those treatments been effective?
Yes, they're helping. Once you do it, yes, it helps.
Okay.
Yep. It keeps the hives going. And then
and this is one of your combs?
Yeah, this is a honeycomb. It's a wax, and I'm replacing the old wax. About every 3 years, you want to go through and replace the old wax and make new ones. So I thought I'd just do that while I'm sitting here waiting on people, replacing the wax. So you can see the honeycomb here, and we'll get there. So you got capped honey up here. You also have brood down here. And this is all brood waiting for the babies to hatch out. And then you got nectar around it, you got pollen around it. So it's a real good hive to show people. It's a real good frame.
Now, do you take any out to pollinate fields?
No, I do not.
You do?
A lot of the friends with our group, we have about 55 beekeepers here in Chowan County.
Oh, 55.
And over in Elizabeth City, Pasquotank, there was we were up over 200 beekeepers there.
Wow,
So
I didn't realize it was that
So you
many.
got beekeepers of the Albemarle over in Elizabeth City. You got beekeepers of Chowan County here in Needton.
Okay.
In Chowan, and we stay real busy.
I can see.
Yep. So honeybees, the worker bees are all females, and they only live about 45 days. So the queen is busy laying eggs. She's laying about 15 to 1,800 eggs every day. Yep. So the queen has to stay busy. You want to make sure the queen is taken care of. And all the worker bees take care of them. The drones, they only mate with the queen one time in their life, and then they get rid of the drones. So the males are only good for one thing. But a good laying queen is good for about 3 years.
3 years.
Yep. A drone is good for 1 season. Worker bees, 45 days.
What is the normal radius of the bees?
3 miles.
3 miles.
3 miles.
And if you move that outside of that, if you move
Oh yes. So if you want to relocate a hive, say if I have one in my backyard and I want to move it somewhere, then I have to take it away at least 5 miles away, set it up, leave it there for a week or so, and then I can bring it back and put it somewhere else in my yard.
Okay.
But I can't move it around, say from this tree to that tree. You gotta actually pick up the whole hive and move it.
Okay.
3 miles away, 5 miles away.
Now I've heard that how they stay warm in the hive.
In the hive in the wintertime, they'll ball up and they'll keep each other warm, because they'll maintain about 90-some degrees inside the hive by their body heat. They're burning that honey up. That's why they collect honey, so they can eat it and stay alive during the winter. So the inside of the hive, those bees are working their way out, and the outside ones are working their way in. So it's constantly changing, and they keep the hives going. They'll be in between. They'll actually be in between the hive itself, or in between the frames, and be like a basketball, about the size of a basketball.
Very interesting.
Yep. And that's what we need people doing, is growing lots of plants, lots of flowers and stuff, milkweed, bee pollen, anything for the bees. You want to be growing stuff for the bees. And without the bees probably pollinate over 70% of our food. And without them, we wouldn't have any food. So.
And I understand, your honey it has to be, if it says, does it say North Carolina? Yes, it does.
Yes.
That, what is it about the states
The state of North Carolina?
Yes.
Yeah, you get certified. So you have to work your way up and get certified, and then you get this sticker you put on the certified.
Okay.
Saying it's been certified by the state. They've come out and inspected your hives, and they certify it.
So it didn't come from so far off state with that
Right.
label.
That's right.
Okay.
It's all local.
Right.
And then you can carry it wherever you want. I send mine to California. I send honey to Illinois. All my family down to Florida, down to Georgia. So I have family everywhere, and they all want my honey. So I have to send it to them.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us here. Thank you.
Enjoy it. Thank you.
And keep pumping. Keep pumping. Keep pumping. Whoops, we lost our prime. Keep pumping. Start pumping. There you go. Keep pumping. Charlie's pumping our pump. We primed it, so we got water coming in. We have a little malfunction. That's good, Charlie. We have a little problem there, but it's okay. But then we wring it out. Come back here, Charlie. We wash it. And then we kind of wring it again, and we wash it. I think this is how you do it in the olden days. Then we wash it again. And Charlie needs to get right there. And he's going to wring it out for me. Okay, turn it for me, Charlie. There you go. We're wringing out the water. There you go. Wringing out the water. And then we hang it on the clothesline over there. And that's how we've been washing clothes.
Charlie, thank you.
We appreciate y'all being here.
Yes.
Thank you. And then start pinching out around and make it into the shape of the ball. There you go. And then just turn the top in your hand and pinch around. There you go. There you go. It should be in the bottom. That's right. Yep. There you go. And you can set it on the table and work your way around like this.
And this young man is doing what?
He is churning butter out of
Okay.
heavy whipping cream. Aren't you going to churn butter? Yeah.
Is it done yet?
Well, let's look and see. Do you see butter yet? Not quite. Got to keep churning. Somebody's got to keep churning.
So you want to do something different next year?
Yes. Like walk around and look at everybody instead of sitting here the whole
around
time.
here there's plenty to do.
Oh, we've had a good time. I enjoy doing it.
Good.
It would hurt my feelings.
Nat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I'll take 1 second to thank all of our sponsors this year.
Do you like to eat butter
Southern Bank,
on pancakes?
Albemarle Boats, Barn LLC,
You got butter on pancakes? On baked potato? No?
Farm Bureau, and
I don't even like potatoes.
You don't like potatoes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your name?
I'm Teresa Riddle.
Okay. And you are the secretary for?
I am the current secretary for the North Carolina Workhorse and Mule Association.
Okay, as our sign behind us here says. Good.
Which is a group of like-minded people that get together with their horses and mules, and a couple of us have donkeys, to plow and keep rolling the past forward.
And this is where the competition for this association will be held this year.
In October. October. And if you will look up North Carolina Workhorse and Mule Association.com, go to the event section, you'll find a full page of all of the events for this year.
Okay.
And there are internet links to individual flyers and more information.
Okay.
And we do have a active page on Facebook where everybody posts pictures and videos and things like that, so you can see what you missed if you did miss an event. But there's still members all over the state. There's events all over the state. There's events in Raleigh. There's events in Greensboro. There's going to be now that there's this nice facility, there's going to be more events here. So, yeah, little something for everybody, and something scattered about the state to where just about everybody has an opportunity to attend. Very privileged to be here.
Teresa, I appreciate you talking to us. Your name?
Chris Young.
Chris Young.
Yes, sir.
Where do you live, Chris?
I live here in Eden.
You got the modern blacksmith.
That's right.
Equipment.
That's right. That's right.
Would you explain what you got here?
So what I got here is a custom-built shoeing trailer. So this trailer is built for shoeing horses, and that's what I do 5 days a week. So this trailer was built to make that job as efficient as possible. So it's built with the shoe rack to hold my shoes, and then I got all the tools on one side, and it's all set up where I can just come in, plug in, open the doors up, and go to work.
Now your shoes are on this side?
Yes, sir. All the shoes are on that side, and they're all organized by size and shape. So there's two different shapes of shoes. You got front patterns and hind patterns depending on what shape the foot is, depends on which one you get. And the idea is to have a shoe close to the already close to the shape of the foot, so you're spending less time shaping shoes when you get to the farm.
Okay.
It's all based on efficiency.
And all of this just folds right back into it?
Yeah, this forge here will swing right back inside. This is actually on rollers. It'll roll up under there. And all this stuff just sits right inside.
Wow. What area do you cover?
I cover about 70 miles away from Edenton in all directions.
And you do it 5 days a week?
5 days a week.
People find it hard to believe you do that much horseshoeing.
I know, it's hard to believe that you would need it in today's time, but whereas before horses were used as tools like the tractors out here, but now they're more of a pleasure thing. And so people go to horse shows, they go to trail rides and stuff like that. So the horses come back, but it has a different job than what it had before.
Yes, much different.
That's right.
Well, this has been a good day here.
It's been a great day.
And I think this is the first trailer I've seen like this.
Yeah, they started making these trailers late 90s, early 2000s is when they kind of started making them. And there's about 4 or 5 different companies making them now. But you don't see them much in this area because there's not that many horses in this area. You see more of these trailers if you go out west. A lot of guys in Texas, Oklahoma use these trailers. And if you go down like Wellington, Florida, those big horse areas where they got the big horse complexes.
Yes.
That's where you'll see a lot of these custom rigs at.
Okay.
Yep.
So was it well worth your output on it?
Well,
your money wise?
Absolutely, absolutely. I bought this trailer 6 years ago. I bought it used because they're expensive, but it was already somewhat outfitted. I rearranged it to fit me. But like I said, I bought it about 6 years ago, and I think I have put 250,000 miles on this trailer and shot a lot of horses out of it.
You certainly have. How many do you average a day?
It depends on whether they get shoes or just trims.
Okay.
It really depends. On an average, I'm probably doing roughly 250 horses every 5 weeks.
Now, do you do it on a circuit or regular to somebody?
Yes.
Each farm or each place?
Yeah. All horses stay on about a 4 to 6 week cycle, depending on the horse. I got some horses for therapeutic reasons. They're on a 4 week or 5 week schedule. An average is 6 week schedule. So what we'll do is when I'm done shoeing the horses, we will make an appointment before I leave for 6 weeks out or 5 weeks
Based
out.
on what you saw
Plus-
when you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so what I'll do is I'll book up several different stops in an area.
Right.
And so I'll leave in the morning and head one direction, and I'll make 2 or 3 stops, you know, shoe those horses and come home. And then I go in a different area the next day. And so that's all set up before I leave the farm.
Right. Yep, that's efficient.
That's right.
That's
That's
it.
right.
Name of the
That's what-
game.
that's the name of the game.
Especially with diesel fuel the way it is.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Oh, my
Absolutely.
goodness. Well, I appreciate you taking the time with us.
Absolutely.
It's been interesting.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to seeing you again.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.